Hi guys, Matt Thomas here at Cedar Rock Studio Guitar Gallery in Indiana, and today we've got a very special Bourgeois for you. This is actually a 2022 Grand Auditorium GA body, which, you know, it's sunbursted here, so sometimes a little hard to see the hips, but here I'll grab it, show you that it's a little larger. Now this actually is a custom shop edition that someone had kind of coaxed them into doing, and it has a lot of really special things. Importantly, the DB package. So this actually is a age tone Italian top on it that they went ahead and did that sunburst on, but also they've removed the pickguard from it that way so that it really kind of stood out with that sunburst, which I think it looks great without the pickguard. But look at this absolutely dead straight Madagascar Rosewood. It's quite interesting. It doesn't have a whole lot of red. It's a little more kind of chocolate brown to it. Would almost confuse you into thinking it was Brazilian, but it sounds nice and deep. Now, being that is the DB signature package, it has all these lovely ornaments, this kind of zigzaggy back strip, and also all the way around the face is this what could look like herringbone, but it is that kind of chevron multicolor marquee type thing. Same thing with the rosette. Now, they went ahead and wrapped it all the way around in this extremely flamed koa, all the way around the body and also all the way down the side at the fretboard. So when you look down, you've got something very figured right in your face to look at while you're playing. Now, this also has an enlarged sound hole in addition to the DB package. Now, with like a lot of the Bourgeois, I actually love the specs that they choose to do. It's actually 1.75 here at the nut, but wide spec down here. It's 2 5/16, and it has the correct spread of the fretboard to account for that bit of a barrel in the strings being wider down here and thinner here. But it also does have their kind of signature neck carve where it's got a V profile till about 7th fret and then evens out to a C. And it is a diamondback volute as well to kind of go for that pre-war older style build. Now, in addition to that kind of vibe, they went ahead and chose to do Waverly tuners, silver with the gold gear and ebony buttons. But what you might be able to tell here, which I don't know that I've ever seen a Bourgeois like this, but there's no logo on the head cap, and it's a satin head cap, so it looks very old school and pre-war. But what's really special is when you flip it over, or you don't have to flip it over because technically it's facing you when it's sitting on your lap. They did their logo on the back of the headstock here in gold leaf. So when the light really hits it, it just pops right in your face. I think that is just really classy and a really nice, elegant touch to the instrument. Now, one last thing. Being that it is the DB package and kind of their higher end model, everything is also animal protein glue to help with the energy transfer and density between the braces, which you can tell in the immediacy of the tone. Now, this thing, you'd think with being a larger guitar is going to be really woofy and bassy, but I think due to that enlarged sound hole and the way that Dana voices these things, it surprises you how punchy and clear this thing is. kind of shocking. You can just hit a chord and it'll sit there and ring for probably a whole minute. It's quite an astounding sounding and playing instrument. And even though it's grand auditorium, to me it feels and sits a lot like just a slightly larger OM. Especially since this upper bout isn't super thick. A lot of the grand auditoriums that I end up playing, they feel like the box is a little bigger, so it pushes out more. So you got to work a little harder to get over it, but it feels like OM depth around the sides. It's just got a larger face to it, which ends up translating into a bigger personality. Now, if you've got any other further questions about this really lovely custom shop 2022 Bourgeois Grand Auditorium, message Alan at cedarrockstudio.com, and thanks for listening.